Everybody, it's Steph from the High Moon Podcast, and Aaron Rodgers spoke the other day about his tenure with the New York Jets, and he said it's been the best 2 years of my life. I think the NFL is done with Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, I think that what we've seen when a aging superstar like Aaron Rodgers tries to take over an organization, especially with his mentality and how he's been, it just don't work. Okay, it's not like Peyton Manning. It's not like Tom Brady. Okay, those guys are in a different league when it comes to professionalism and class, and being the ultimate team guy. Okay. And for Aaron Rodgers, I think it irks his nerves to know that you're not them. Okay. Look, from a talent perspective, Aaron Rodgers at his absolute peak was phenomenal. Okay. Absolutely insane. All right, that Super Bowl run he had and beating my team in that Super Bowl, great. Then the follow-up that year going 15-1. That 2011 season of Aaron Rodgers was vintage. Him with Jordy Nelson, Jermichael Finley, Donald Driver. That receiving core was absolutely insane. But he was spinning that thing, and it was. Just go back. Go back and watch. If you just go back and watch peak, those who haven't really seen Aaron Rodgers in his true heyday, 10 plus years ago. Oh man, you couldn't tell me there was a better quarterback in the National Football League. And he was it. And then you fast forward now. It's just his play has been bad. He tried to pick it up towards the end of the season. It's been absolutely awful. But again, it's just his attitude. Just to say this has really been the best two. Look, he can only speak on what's the best years of his life. But even Stevie Wonder can see that you're totally lying, and those haven't been the best 2 years of your life. The decline of Aaron Rodgers really started in his last year at Green Bay. Okay, last season he couldn't play. All right, then he plays this year. He gets everybody moves around. Nathaniel Hackett gets a job, gets to stay. Robert Saleh tries to dap him up in a win against, I think it was against the Patriots or whatever. He pushes him. You know what I'm saying? He gives him the you good bro dap, but with the arm bar still out there. Man, just bad, man. And then you get Devontae Adams, and it's been absolute trash. Okay, having him. You wasted a lot of Jets resources, time, and money. He talks like, oh, well, if they want me here and weigh my what options? What the hell options does he got, man? Seriously. Like a team, what team that's not gonna, unless they need to sell tickets, and I don't even think you can really, you can't really headline Aaron Rodgers anymore as a selling point. The NFL, it's a beautiful game, but it's one of the most humbling games from afar. Obviously, I never played before. You see is that the league, when I make that statement, the league has a way of pushing old acts out the door. Okay. It's just like the league was great about the league. The league doesn't need a player. The league does not need Aaron Rodgers. The league does not need faces. They don't need faces of the league. They don't. The NFL is one of the, maybe I would put it up there with the Premier League in European soccer in terms of, yes, do you want star players? Do you want brand ambassadors? So do you want players to represent the NFL brand and stuff? Sure, you can, right? But it's really about the team. It's really about the cloth and the logo. That's about it. Okay. I know people. I remember a few, like back in 2012, when the officials were ruining. They had the officials in the game. It was horrible because they had the officials on strike, and it was terrible and everything. But people still watched. Okay, look, that year in 2011. I don't think they were going to lock out the season, but if they had to put replacement players, people will still watch. Will the product be bad? Sure. Is the product bad at times? You can make the case now, right? But the league will move on. The league is a machine of its own. The NFL owns multiple days out the week, and the league is fine moving forward without Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Tom Brady's gone, Peyton Manning's gone, Drew Brees is gone. Okay, a lot of former great acts in the NFL have moved on from the game, and the league has been thriving. Okay, NFL, you don't hear to talk about declining viewership and all that stuff. and the league will be just fine without Aaron Rodgers. Okay, he's gotten his money, he's gotten massive control in what he wanted, and it's odd every time he speaks, man. It's very goofy when he talks, man. It's just like, is this what we're gonna miss? Is this? I mean, he almost talks as if he's in a position of strength. I'm gonna see my options and stuff like that. I think it's time for. I mean, look, if he wants to play cool, I don't see him winning a championship ever again. He had his time. He had his chance. It meant multiple chances in Green Bay in multiple NFC Championship games, and he's only been to one Super Bowl. A person of his talent, and look, okay, and that's why people he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. From a statistical standpoint, you can I guess MVPs and all that. Yeah, sure, awesome, right? But when it's all said and done, I'm not gonna look back and be like, oh man, Aaron Rodgers, he was so phenomenal. He was phenomenal in terms of stats, and he got that one championship. But I'm not gonna put him on the Mount Rushmore. Hell no. As any of the great quarterbacks. So this sounds a bitter as an angry take. It ain't an angry take, man. It's just Aaron Rodgers thinks his value is still immense in the league, and it's not. Okay, and these are not the two best years. You can make the case these are the two most worst years of your career, considering you got injured first snap, and then this year, you're making the organization move mountains for you and getting coaches fired and all this other stuff, and not taking accountability and all that. It is absolutely weird. But no. For me, Aaron Rodgers will not be missed. He's not going to get some, a farewell tour. Thank you, Aaron, for coming. Nah, especially the last few years, absolutely not. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.